Hit Breakfast with Alan and Carly, and we are joined in the studio right now by two WWE superstars. We have the current Women's World Champion, Rhea Ripley, Australia's own, and Dominic Mysterio. Good morning, guys.
How are you doing?
Good. It's very exciting chatting to you. Carly knows that I couldn't sleep last night. This is like my Christmas come early, so thank you very much for coming in. This is a wonderful gift, Carly, that you've organised for me.
Well, I also feel very intimidated as well because at any moment things could go south, as we know.
Well, yeah, don't do anything silly then. Rhea, how does it feel to be back in Australia?
Dude, it feels amazing. As soon as we landed in Sydney, I was like, home.
The Sydney airport is home.
I mean, at this point, I've gone there so many times.
And Dom, I'm surprised to let you win, being a convicted felon and all, you know?
Mommy had to pull some strings being Australian, so I had a actually tough time at customs, but they let me go.
A little bit, yeah.
What was it? Sounds legit. What happened?
We got singled out.
Yeah,
well, Dom did.
I got singled out. It was the mullet and the tattoos. They looked at me and they said, we're going to search your bags.
Yeah, and then they ask you what you do for a living and you tell them and then they don't believe you, I assume.
100%.
Until you slammed a chair over their head.
No, until they see her.
I started talking and he walked away.
Mommy has to do everything for you. Now, you guys are part of the Judgment Day, one of the big factions, part of WWE. Curious about the name, because it's a former WWE pay-per-view name. Was like Armageddon Taken or No Mercy or Taboo Tuesday. Have you thought that maybe you could have gone another one like that? Or
Well, I'm going to leave this one in Edge's hands, to be completely honest. This is all his fault.
It was his brainchild, wasn't it? And then obviously the quick betrayal of him. That would have felt good, right?
Yeah, screw that guy.
More ways than one. You are here, of course, to promote WWE Elimination Chamber, Optus Stadium. Have you had the chance to check out Optus Stadium yet?
We did a lap of it last night.
Yeah, we saw the outside of it. It's huge. Yeah, it's a really nice stadium.
I did a whole lap as well when I couldn't find my entrance for Ed Sheeran when he was here earlier this year. And it was very frustrating. But yeah, it's a big venue, right?
Yeah, it's massive. I can't wait to see the inside.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you guys now have an advantage going in now that you've kind of seen the venue and you've scoped it out?
I mean, we don't really need any advantages.
You think so? I don't think we need advantages.
We don't need it.
I mean, we got the advantages are, Finn, Damian, JD.
Exactly.
So,
But you know where to run. You know where all the exits are if you need to run away quickly.
This is true.
Yeah, this is very true.
Rhea, we chatted to you a couple of months ago, and I remember we were like, look, you're coming to Australia, big premium live event. It's all the way at the end of February. You're the Women's World Champion. We want you to hang on to that title.
Oh, yeah.
You're still going strong. You're still holding on to it. Yeah. I'm not surprised. You're not surprised. Dom's a little surprised. Dom,
why would you do...
Throw you under the bus.
I'm not surprised at all.
Okay,
Come
sorry.
on.
Carly's very surprised.
No, I knew you always had it in you, Rhea.
Carly, didn't you say I give her 3 days? I think that's what you said.
That's what I heard.
I did not, Rhea.
They're fighting words.
I promise. They're not fighting words.
I thought you said Nia Jax has got this.
I did not.
I must have misread that. But obviously, between now and then, you'll be doing everything you can to make sure that you get to defend it on home soil.
Oh, yeah.
Are you hoping that you get to defend it in the Elimination Chamber match? Normally, the odds are kind of against you, but it'd be kind of cool, right? For Australia, you being in the main event, essentially.
I think it would be extremely cool. And I love Elimination Chamber.
Yeah.
Anything to get a cage and get it a little bit more brutal, I'm always down for that. So if I can throw someone into a cage, Mommy's going to be happy.
Does the perspex really hurt? Because it looks annoyingly sharp when it breaks.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't feel nice.
No. Writing that down.
But to be completely honest, it's my competitors that are going to find out. So.
Now, can I just indulge you with probably one of the most superficial questions you've ever been asked?
Here we go.
But this is you have impressed me with your wrestling skills. You've impressed the whole world.
Thanks.
That aside, there is one thing that I feel goes unnoticed, and that is your lipstick. I'm sorry, but I have never. I'm like, is it smudge proof? You need an endorsement deal with that lipstick because you put that through hell. If ever there was someone to be a brand ambassador, it is you. And also, how do you get that little curl?
I have this really small brush and I just dip it in the lipstick.
So
and
you
I just
do that yourself?
Yeah. Yeah, I do my lipstick right before I go out because I don't like wearing it all day. So
yeah, I can imagine going to Woolies or Coles like that would be a bit.
Well, sometimes we go get food afterwards and I don't have time to take my makeup off. And it's always a very interesting time trying to eat chicken tenders with black lipstick on.
I would love to see that though.
Well, I want to talk hair then if we're going to be superficial because I've noticed, Rhea, that you had a bit shorter hair and you've been growing it out. Same right here. Long hair life. Dom, you as well, mate. You've been growing it really long. How are we going with that, guys? Is it getting in the way of your wrestling or are we liking it?
So personally, I love it. I
Yeah.
love my mullet. The
Besides
only-
the customs, but other than that, it's good.
yes. Other than that, it's good. You know, people tend to step on it every now and then in the ring. The longer it gets now,
Yeah.
I've noticed, but I don't spend much time on my back, so it's not very often.
That's going to be
That's a
clip.
pretty good answer. And Rhea, how you going with the long hair transition? Is the goal to get it back to full length again, like when you first started, or are you just liking this cool like look that you got now?
I don't really know what is going on with my hair, to be completely honest.
That's the same as me, actually. That's the same.
That
yeah.
awkward in between phase.
Legit. Like, I really loved it when it was short, but I got tired of cutting it 24/7.
Yeah.
And Dom was growing this luscious mullet over here, and I was like, you know what, fam?
Yeah.
He's looking pretty fine, and I want to sort of
Yeah.
try and look like that too. So
Yeah, I had the same thing.
my
with-
inspiration.
Yeah, same with Carly for me. I looked at her hair and I was like, I want a slice of that. Now, Carly, I'm going to exclude you from this bit of the chat, but we're all three tattooed people over here, you know, rocking tats, rocking the ink,
Hell yeah.
part of the ink club. If we could, I'd like to take a moment to each talk about our most sentimental tattoo. Dom, we'll start with you, please. What have we got?
I think the one on my forearm, that's my dad, because I regret it.
For those of people who are unaware, a bit of a falling out between you and your father, Rey Mysterio.
Yeah, just a bit.
Little bit. WrestleMania match and all that sort of stuff. Great match. Great feud. Unfortunately, not a great relationship between the two of you now. Okay, for you, Rhea?
For me, I have a chicken on my my left tricep. And
Okay.
It's a chicken jar. It's got minties on the inside, but it was my nonna's, and
Aw.
it's the one thing that all us kids really gravitated towards every time we went to my nonna's house. It was the chicken jar with the minties. We played the minty game, and all of us kids fought for the chicken jar and who got to own it after she passed earlier this year. So
Oh, that's beautiful. Who
I
got the
it.
jar?
Oh, I got it. I win everything. Mummy's always on top.
What meant you more to you, the jar or the championship?
Oh, that's a tough one.
Pulling at the heartstrings here.
I mean, probably the chicken jar.
Yeah.
But since we're at work, I'm going to have to say the championship.
And I'm going to show you mine. Let me just get my leg up here. Get excited, guys.
Hey,
Carly, help
there
me.
we go.
Oh,
Stretchy stretch.
there you go.
Oh, nice little name tat.
That was my girlfriend's name, who's now my wife, so it's okay.
Okay, good.
It worked out okay.
I was
It's
like, you
okay.
said was.
Yeah. Well, now my wife, but I thought, you know, we're just all part of the tat crew. That's the only tattoo I've got, by the way.
Oh,
That's
really?
the only tattoo you
I
have.
wanted to be
Wow.
cool like you guys.
Wow.
So I got
That's
it. Yeah. Is that not cool?
well, I don't know if that's. I think you got to have multiple to be part of the crew, right?
Oh, Alan, you have to follow it up with her last name. Which is also
your
your
last
last
name?
name. So convenient.
Guys, an absolute pleasure having you here in WA. We can't wait for it. February 24, Elimination Chamber,
Yep.
Optus Stadium. Dom, you're going to be here, I assume. You got a match already booked up. You eyeing someone off?
Honestly, I'm just going to be here to support mommy in her hometown here in Australia.
Yep. Do you think that might be an issue because everyone loves booing you when you come out and everyone wants to cheer Rhea because obviously hometown hero, but people really do love booing you?
Yeah, you know, I'm hoping that some of the Australian love from her gets rubbed off on me.
This
But
could be a changing moment for you.
I honestly don't think so. But, you know, I have
Australia
hope.
needs to learn to respect Dirty Dom.
I
Yeah.
agree. I agree
Thanks, guys.
completely. Well, we can't wait for it. Thank you so much. It's been a pleasure.
Thanks,
No worries.
guys.
Thanks for having us.